Dudes, good morning. I am talking a little bit quieter just because it is early. I've been out here since before dark, before light, I guess it would be. Been out here since before light, mainly because I want to try to beat this heat. Yesterday it was 106 here in Florida, and that's just ridiculous. But today, I want to bedline the bumpers on the Nissan Hardbody. So, I've already kind of started. I just took the electrical out. I loosened up some bolts on this rear bumper. And I can pop this guy off pretty quickly. But I'm going to go ahead and bedline all of this. I'm going to keep the trim not bedlined. And also what I want bedlined is going to be this front bumper. I'm still debating if I want to bedline the little trim pieces where my turn signals are. Anyway, I'm going to take this guy off, take off the trim pieces, and I'm probably just going to Cerakote those for now until I decide if I want to bedline those pieces or not. Yeah, I haven't made up my mind yet. I guess we'll see after all the painting is done on it, I reckon. Until then, I'm going to take off this rear bumper, get her set up on the stands. I'm going to take off the front, and then we're going to get to sanding, get to paint prepping, and hopefully get to spraying fairly early. So that would be kind of nice. Well, I got 2 out of the 4 bolts already out. So all that's left is just to pop out the other 2, just in case you Nissan Hardbody guys want to know. It's an 18, 4 bolts out here in the far corners. You might smash your hand a time or 2, but it should come right off. Not too shabby. Oh, of course I left the far one. There's one bolt, that is. Put them in the bed storage or 5,000. Where's that other bolt at? Oh, I still left the nut on this one. This one's in a weird spot. And there's a bumper. Let's get her set up on my stands. So, you can see there's a couple of things wrong with this bumper. One is, I got a dent right here. Yeah, right there. Trim's coming up. So, got another dent over here. I don't think I'm mad about leaving the dents, because after all, I am kind of planning on building this truck to kind of have the style of like a Hummer, but like a mini truck. So bedliner, desert tan paint. So little bumps, little scratches, I just ain't gonna mind here and there. Well, finally got the front bumper off. It's not too hard. It can be a little tricky. Just gotta remember with these to take out your front, turn signals real quick. Take those out first, and then you got 2 bolts on either side that you got to take out. It wasn't too bad. A little harder by yourself if you gotta, pick it up on your own. I'll show you all another reason why I'm wanting to redo this is because one day when it got hot enough outside, I put my pants up against the bumper, and I left some impressions on her. And that was like a month after I even painted it, so it was already cured. But I didn't like this paint job all too much. It didn't turn out bad for rattle can paint, but I want to do something a little different. I think the bedliner is going to look pretty nice with these. I'm going to pop this little plastic trim off on everything here, and on the top. And I'm going to take out my license plates lights. All it is just little plastic clips on the bottom there. So, ouch. It don't take all too much time. It should be relatively quick. And then after that, I'm going to start sanding it with 220 grit. I'm going to do a dry sand in the beginning to see just how abrasive it is. If it's too abrasive, then I'm going to move over to wet sanding. Alright, y'all. For this part, I recommend that you put on some rubber gloves. This is wax, grease, dirt, annoying neighbor remover. What kind is this? This is duplicate color. Yeah, get the goods. So, last time I used an aerosol can, I should probably put on some gloves first, huh? Before I go in there and start trying to, you know, douse her down everywhere. Good, good, good. Right, well, says to just pour a generous amount on there and start wiping her down. Ooh, bubble. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna pour her on there, wipe it down, make sure everybody's nice and clean and happy. Then we can start spraying. Oh, here, you get some wax and grease remover. You get some wax and grease remover. We're the next Oprah Winfrey out here. Supposed to do this, fellers. Douse her down in your cloth and wipe it down. And then you come back with a dry and wipe it again. But, you know, we don't do everything right the first time. Alright, y'all, we are done sanding these bumpers. Got her scuffed up pretty good, and we got it cleaned with our degreaser. So, now honestly we could go through and spray them, but I do kind of live in a neighborhood, so there is such thing as a quiet time. 9 o'clock, and it's not, what time is it? I don't even know, but let's see. It's only 7:30. So I can't exactly fire up the air compressor and wake everyone up. It's just not the right thing to do. What I want to do is I finally ordered some new corner lights. Since these are all scratched, kind of broken, there's overspray on that one. And this one's just missing out on most of everything, paint-wise. Got a chip in the plastic. So we got some new ones. Those are getting expensive. They were like $60 for a set. Well, that's not much to them. Alright. Time to put in the new lights. Don't need that anymore. Ooh. Same thing, just different, you know. One's new, one's old. One's from 97, one's from 2023. These are pretty simple to take in and out. Just a couple screws. Really, that's all it is. It's just a couple screws. Oh, was that line? Well, there's one more screw. Glad I did this while the bumper was off, because I don't think you can do it without taking off the bumper. That was the old. Oh, where my finger? In with the new. Well, alright then. It does look quite a bit nicer. Alright guys, so it is officially time that we can start making some noise. So we're going to do that. I got the air compressor already fired up. Went ahead and retested my Raptor gun to make sure that it was still suck everything up the way it should. She sucked my glove nice and good. Wish I might have to borrow that later. Anywho, I'm going to mix up some more Raptor liner. I got 2 bottles left from whenever I did the bed last time. So I'm going to go ahead and get her mixed up, bring y'all along, and we're going to go ahead and coat these guys down. Make them look nice. Let's see what she does. If I could suggest anything to y'all, suggest doing the edges of your stuff first. It just kind of helps on runs and whatnot. So at least that's what I aim to tackle for first. I feel like I got a pretty even coat. Only part I'm not too happy about is here. That's because I got a little too close when I sprayed. I'll have to tackle that guy up a little bit better. On the second coat, that side looks fine. So far, I don't mind it. It looks pretty nice. Oh, so this is how we're kind of sitting after one coat. Like I said, man, I don't think it looks too bad. There's a couple of spots in here that I don't really like right here. And it looks like I just got a little bit too close with the gun. Same kind of up here, how it looks more just kind of like run-on paint instead of textured. So I'm hoping with the second coat I can just come in and spray a little bit further and it'll give me that textured look. But all in all, it's really looking quite nice. You still can see the dent, of course, but like I said, I don't think I'm too bothered with that. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get on and spray the second coat real quick. Looks like distance is key if you want it to be a little bit more smoother. Maybe get a little closer and kind of tack her on a bit heavier. A little bit of distance. It looks like I'm getting kind of that particle, that actual bed liner look that I'm kind of going for. I definitely do feel like I'm wasting more, but that's all right with me. Alright guys, so we just finished spraying the bumpers and I cannot be any happier with them. They turned out so clean. So what's next is really just to let that cure. I learned from my mistake on the truck bed to not rush it. I kind of want them to sit for about the 24-hour mark because that's when it seems like it gets its full tour. That being said though, it is what, 10 o'clock now? 10 o'clock. So I don't know, I might see around 4 whenever it starts to kind of cool off again, if they feel strong enough for me to put them back on the truck. And then at that point I have a couple more fog lights to put in the front, which ain't nothing there right now. It's just a loose bumper. So yeah, got the new lights already in. We'll put the new lights in the bumper whenever we are ready. My wife's hiding back there. But yeah, so everything laid good. I'm gonna let that set and cure and then we'll put it back on the truck. It's actually been a little over the 24-hour mark since we sprayed these bumpers. We're probably around more like the 27, 28 mark. So I'm gonna go ahead and overlap this with how they look after the 24-hour mark. I went ahead and I put them on the truck just so, you know, we don't need to put all that in a video. I just took them off, sprayed them, put them back on. I'm gonna finish the truck before the storm hit, and luckily I did. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip it around and show you all the rear bumper first. I'm gonna show what the bed liner and the trim looks like, and let me tell you, it looks smooth.
There you go. Hey, bro, got it. I put a 4 on my spine, a little baby. She told me that I gotta do better. Stuck in my ways and I'm never gonna change. You can't hate on me, young and I know better. Speaking your language and law, I don't give a fuck, so I'm calling you Rosetta. When it rain, double R's on my umbrella. I know the pain, now I'm looking for a vendetta. Red roses on your pedestal, put my pen inside the backwood. Fuck game is exceptional. I've been thinking you've been skeptical. Red roses on your pedestal, put my pen inside the backwood. Fuck game is exceptional. I've been thinking you've been skeptical. Whoa, that thing rock star, shorty gon' be dancing with a star. That big goofy all reason.
Well, y'all, the front, I'm almost even happier with how it turned out. Which the black on black with blacked out turn signals looks mucho sicko. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for the video. So I definitely appreciate each and every single one of y'all for watching these videos, and I will catch you on the next part of one of our 2 builds.